Hello, this is Scott, and this is the Hyper Report. Here are the quotes for various items. First, sanctions effect. Since sanctions against Russia took place, both Russia and the US continue to see an increase in manufacturing PMI. However, Europe is seeing a steady decline. When does Europe draw its own red line around Obama's sanctions? Next, where are they? Good news, everyone! We have returned back to the pre-9/11 complacency as 6,000 foreign students whose visas expired have gone missing. In addition, Obama refuses to tell where tens of thousands of unaccompanied illegal children disappeared to. Thus, one can only imagine the worst, from mass murder to child trafficking for them. Next, third world. According to a recent paper by the Brookings Institution, 1.33% of all Americans are living on less than $2 a day. When one considers that only 0.3% of those living in the West Bank and Gaza are below the $2 a day threshold, that is very sad. Next, California. Water is increasingly hard to come by in drought-stricken California. However, that is not stopping politicians promising 861% more water than is in the San Joaquin River. In addition, the last resort underground aquifers have dropped as much as 100 feet. Get ready for California to go down in the toilet, especially since a report shows that 1 in 10 Californians are in the US illegally. Next, minimum wage. Obama says he'll press Congress to raise the minimum wage in the same way he courted his wife. Someone should inform Obama that is still illegal in some states. Anyway, he says he would join a union for job security. Well, considering illegal aliens are now competing for jobs in the US because of Obama, so would millions of desperate Americans. Next, ground beef. Despite the lies put forth by the U.S. Bureau of Lies and Scams, the average price of ground beef jumped by 12% in just 1 year. It is now over $3.88 per pound. Since 2009, the average price of ground beef has risen by an unprecedented 81%. With other things in life, when plain sense makes good sense, seek no other sense or you will end up in nonsense. Next, stage for a disaster. Years ago, an investor would think about how an issue would affect the markets. Today, that same investor will try to analyze how the central banks will react to that same issue. It is because of central banks meddling in the marketplace that the stage for fiscal disaster has been set. Next, no global warming. A new scientific study has concluded that there has not been any global warming in 19 years. So with science now on the side of global warming skeptics, UN and anti-freedom fanatics like Al Gore are being left out in the cold. Next, Hyper Report. Please remember that there are more stories in the link in the More Information box. Finally, please prepare now for the escalating economic and social unrest. Good day.